sleep at night. Now let's look through question 7. Wow. Show that S and T square are in what? Direct proportion. Alright. So A says show that S and T square are in direct proportion. So this is what I'll do. I'll explain the concept again. So can all of you highlight this thing here that says direct proportion? And S and T squared, can you suggest what exactly does the equation look like? S, Johan, can you suggest how does the equation look like? S equals to K T squared. Very good. Can you write this down? But my question is, how do you show? Usually they will tell you, hey, they are in direct proportion. But in this case, how do you show they are actually in direct proportion? Huh? Put a number in. Very good. So can you write there? Can you write down the steps? To show, what you need to do is to prove that K is the same number throughout. Since I want to look for K, the next natural step, since I want to look for K, the next natural step is I want to make sure K is alone and the T square is out of the way. So what should we do with T square? Minus or divide? Divide, huh? So can you write down? So now in your blue color pen or pencil, you can write down K equals to S over T squared. But I will write down same question mark. Johan, you understand? I'm trying to test whether K is it same throughout the different set of value of S and T. Do you understand? So let's try. On your table, do you see a few numbers? Can you read out the first column? What is the first number? Do you see 20 and 2? Right? So can you write down? When? Huh? Inverse
No.
It's direct, right? Oh, why is I change to inverse? I didn't change to inverse. You look at this. This look like it's inverse. It's not inverse. This is the original equation, which is direct proportion. Agree? What I want to do is I want to show whether K is it always 2, always 3, or always 5. It's always the same number. So what do I do? Very simple. I don't want the T square, so I bring over. So this is K, not the S. So it looks like inverse, but it's not inverse. This is too direct. Now let's try the first set of value. Can you write down on your paper when S equal to, help me, S equals to what? 20. T equals to 2. So what do? You put it in. And what is this magic number? 5. Okay, 5. But having one set doesn't mean it's always the same. So what do you think I have to do? Sub in the second set. Sub in the third set. If later all the K is 5, 5, 5, what can you say? They are in direct proportion. If later you see 5, 6, 9, that means not in direct proportion. Do you understand? So can I pause the video for you to try now? Okay, start. Do you know how to continue that? Next, you want to write down when S equals to a number, T equals to a number. Then you put in the K. See whether is it a same number. Okay, I pause. I let you try. So when you sub in this, you realize that K equals to 5. When you sub in this, then you realize K equals to 5. Now you have to write the concluding statement. So can you write down? Since K is a constant, that means 5 and the same number keep coming out. Then you can say S and t square are in direct proportion. Okay, I'm going to scroll this such that you can copy the last statement, and I'm going to start 7b now. So can I read out 7b to you? 7b says, hence express as in terms of t. So this 7b actually asks you, are you able to write an equation to connect s and t? Question mark. The answer is yes, because you already know s is equals to k over t squared. Now, if you write this in exam, you will get 0 mark. Then my question is, how then can you achieve the 1 mark? You have to replace the k with a number. And what is the number that you have found earlier? 5. So therefore, in your green pen, you can write s is equals to 5 over t squared. This is 1 mark. I'm sorry. Did I do everything wrong? Because I believe what how to say just now. This one looks like the. Oh, so it's this one, right? So can I do correction again? I'm sorry. S. So this is wrong, If I write S equals to KT square, again I repeat. If I write KS equals KS. If I write S equals to KT square, I get 0 mark. Why? Because the K here is the alphabet. You need to replace the K with a number. And so I cancel again. The S is equals to 5t squared. This then will give you the 1 mark. Is it clear now? Okay, now I go to 7c. Where do I get this magic number? I got it in A. Because when I do the experiment 3 times, the K equals to 5. I do the experiment 3 times with 3 different set of number. 20 divided by 2 square, you press your calculator, it gives you a 5. Now you know that 5, I can then replace this K with the number 5. Understand? Yes. Understand? You gay? Mufaris is gay? Yeah, still recording. Yeah, I'm still recording. He say I'm gay, ma. So I ask you, are you gay or not?
No, I said that sounded good.
Oh, I sounded gay.
Understand?
Right, understand how I get the 5? Can Right, let's go to 7C. Oh, yeah, it's recorded. Now, 7C, to answer his question, let's look at 7C. It says, a ball took Q seconds to reach a distance of 14. So, may I ask you, Yongjie, is T equals to 14 or S equals to 14? Thank you. So, can you write down when S equals to 14, because that's what Yongjie said. Then Q is what? Q is what? Q, is it S or is it T? Okay, so can you write down T equals to Q? Do you know why I write that?
Yes.
Understand, So what do? Sub into what? The equation. So can you try? 14 equals to 5Q squared. Like that. Oh, I want to replace the T with the Q. I want to replace the S with the 14. Okay, done. But read the next sentence. What did he say? What is tripled? The vertical distance. So do I take 14 times 3 or take Q times 3? 14 times 3. So now you write another equation. When S is equals to 14 times 3 equal to what?
42.
Thank you. 42, right? 42, right? Then they ask about what? What is the What is the what? They ask you about what? The time taken. So the time I don't know, right? Time I don't know, right? So I just put time as, maybe I put time as time. I want to find the t equals to what? So can you put it in? Okay, t equals to, cannot. And I circle this and say this is wrong because the question did not say the vertical distance was triple. The question say the time is triple. So maybe I pull out my green pen and I write t is equals to 3q, and then I want to find s. How many of you do not understand the two boxes here? Do you understand the two boxes here? I'm asking you, if t is equal to 3q, what is the vertical distance? Do you agree after reading the question, Yongjie? Do you agree? Yes. Can I now start with the equation again? Can. Let's try. Maybe I request you to write down how does the equation look like. In 5 seconds, try writing the equation. I want to put 3q inside the t. I want to put s inside the s. Done? 4, 3, 2, 1, start. Do you have this equation? Do you have this equation? Why the square outside? Because the t now becomes 3q. So that means I want to put 3q inside the t. Do you see it's a t square? So my question is it 3q whole thing square or is it just 3q square? Is this correct? Wrong. Why is this wrong? Because this one, the square only belongs to q. But they say it's t square, right? T square. That means what? 3q times 3q. So therefore, I must have 3q, the entire thing square. Understand? Understand? Okay, let's continue here. What is this equals to? 5 times 9q square. And this is equals to 45q square. Why the s? Why the s not 14? Because read the question say, what is the vertical distance? Do you read? What is the vertical distance? That means they ask you, what is the s? What is the s? So s is not 14 anymore. Do you know why s is not 14 anymore? Because now the time taken is 3 times as long. If the time taken is 3 times as long, can the s still be 14? When the time is q, s is 14. When the time is 3 times as long, the s must change. Do you agree? But change to a different number. Do you agree? Right. Do I answer your question? But the answer cannot be 45q squared. The answer must be a number. So how do I proceed? I need to find a number. That means I need to replace q squared with what? With a number. Do you agree? So I write down the thinking process in words. If I want to find s, we need to replace q squared with a number. And how do you suggest we do that? How do we replace q squared with a number? From the first equation. Do you understand? So I try. There is a equation 1. There is a equation 2. So I write down. From 1, I will copy down the equation. If I want to replace q squared with a number, can you suggest q squared equals to what? What must I do to the 5? Minus or divide? Divide. So q squared is equals to 14 over 5. Don't bother to simplify into a decimal. Can I put this into equation 2? Can I try Sub. So what do I write? S is equals to 45 times 14 over 5. What is the answer? Now can you help me press the calculator? 126. Oh, so now I know. Let me do a conclusion for you. The O distance, O is 14, right? When T is Q, the S is 14. When T is triple, what is the new distance? 126. Do you agree? This is the new, this is the O. What did the question ask? Find the what? Oh, find the vertical distance. Therefore, this is the answer. Do you understand now? Kind of. Now, can you take down first, later go back, do some digestion, meaning you cover the question, you try again, see whether you can understand or not. Okay? Can I pause the video now?